Elon Musk said Kamala Harris will sic the DOJ to shut X down, censor Americans if she wins. Absolutely, that's the push, because they have to squash dissent. If y'all have not voted yet, go out and vote. There's still time as of right now from the recording of this. I went and voted early this morning, got it out the way. Y'all need to go ahead and do it, because we cannot allow this woman to get anywhere near the presidency, because it'll be the end out of our freedoms. I mean, she will squash all dissent, all everything will be considered misinformation, disinformation, unless it comes from government entities. This is what they're pushing, and this is what Elon Musk is warning about. We're going to play the clip from that interview that he did with Joe Rogan. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon, and that's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the great Frank Bergman from Slay News, and he reports that ex-boss Elon Musk has issued a warning to the American people about the threat that Democrat presidential candidate Kamala Harris poses to their freedom of speech rights. On the eve of Election Day, Musk made a surprise appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast. During the interview, Musk warned that President Harris would use the levers of power to shut down X and censor the American people. I think that would be the first thing she tries to do. Musk famously acquired the X platform, formerly Twitter, for billions of dollars to protect free speech. During his new interview with Rogan, Musk spoke about the future of X and free speech after the election. I'm not gonna read it. I'll just get right to the clip here. Let's scroll down here and get right to the clip. Here we go. All right.
And I think if Trump wins, we'll see, probably most of the boycott lift. But if Kamala wins, we'll see that boycott get stronger. And they'll friggin' shut down. There's no way that the sort of Kamala puppet regime would allow X to exist.
You really think that they'll be able to shut it down, though? Is there a pathway to that?
Yes.
What would they do?
Get rid of Section 230?
I mean, they can stick the DOJ on and say, like, they've had this whole thing about like hate speech, misinformation, whatever, except that they're the ones pushing the misinformation. But that doesn't stop them from filing massive, lawsuits and using the DOJ.
Absolutely. She would use they use the DOJ to go after all anyone that goes against the regime. It's disgusting. And they're worried about Trump. Are you for real? Musk agreed and said the Orwellian named Center for Countering Digital Hate, y'all know I did a whole video on that months ago, was a total scam organization like the Ministry of Truth featured in George Orwell's 1984. He referred to the group as a censorship organization that, quote, pushed the advertisers to boycott. Last year, Musk ex-Corps sued the Center for Countering Digital Hate. The lawsuit alleged that the organization had pushed, quote, misleading claims about X. The group also exaggerated the prevalence of harmful content on X to thwart investments from advertisers. And he proved that. He showed that they were lying about that. But Musk said that some aspects of the boycott have lessened. However, he warned that the election will be a decisive moment in the battle between government censorship and freedom of speech. Last year, the DOJ filed a lawsuit against SpaceX accusing Musk company of discriminating against asylum recipients and refugees in its hiring decisions. So they're going to scrutinize every single aspect of all Musk's businesses. And even what's her name? AOC is coming out saying the DOJ need to investigate Elon Musk. Like, they can't stand that he is for freedom. A federal judge put the lawsuit on hold pending the results of SpaceX's own lawsuits. Shortly after the Musk interview was released, Rogan announced his endorsement of Trump on X. He said, quote, "The great and powerful Elon Musk," Rogan said in the post alongside the video of his Musk interview. He said, quote, if it wasn't for him, we'd be effed. He makes what I think is the most compelling case for Trump you'll hear. and I agree with him every step of the way. For the record, yes, that's an endorsement of Trump. Enjoy the podcast. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this, and have y'all voted yet? Do y'all plan on voting? Who you voting for? Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.